let's cut this little window here. Ooh, wow, this is gonna be a banger right here. Well guys, this is super exciting. These eggs have finally hatched, so I've got all these babies out and we get to see what exactly were in those eggs. I know when I was cutting them, it was hard to say and I didn't want to really push around too much in there, but they're all hatched and this is a big old pile of babies. There is a lot to see in here. Now we can actually try to decipher exactly what we have. And what we do have is a lot of really cool stuff. When you're talking all these genes, this is gonna be kind of difficult. Not gonna lie, there's so many possibilities here, so I'm gonna do my best. Please bear with me on this, but I can tell you right now, the most exciting one, the Ripper as I called it here, is not disappointing me at all. Now this one here is definitely amazing. I am going to say that I truly believe, looking at the animal and the way the coloration is, well, it's clearly a pied, right? But I can definitely see the Enchi. I can definitely see the Orange Dream in here too. And I really think the leopard is expressing as well with that crazy pattern. So did we hit the crazy lottery on this? I think we did. It is gorgeous and couldn't be happier with the outcome. We do have that other pied too. So this one is not quite as crazy, but still beautiful, right? It has kind of the same colorations as a normal pied would be, but it does have a wacky pattern, but sometimes pieds can have a wacky pattern too. I'm gonna guess, because of the coloration in here too, I definitely see some of the Orange Dream that's popping out in here. It could have some leopard in it with the wackiness. Also, Enchi cleans stuff up too. I don't think I see any of the super crazy because you can see the difference between the two in these. But either way, another really pretty pied. And then I'm forgetting about the yellow belly gene too. Hard to say because again, you got these white snakes. They could definitely have yellow belly influence, but I think we're gonna see some more distinct signs in some other ones. This one here is standing out to me a lot. This is a super clean, gorgeous animal. Now look at that. So light, so pretty. I definitely see super Enchi in this. I definitely am seeing also, I think, some expression of the leopard, but if you look, turn it to the sides, I'm seeing also some of the signs of the yellow belly. So this is a banger that has all kinds of really pretty genes in it, which makes for a beautiful snake. This clutch is really blowing my mind, honestly. Like, I really didn't know what to think. Let's move on to this guy. All right, we got same thing. Look at this crazy cool pattern. Definitely yellow belly influence. You can see some of the graveling and that crazy stuff there with the white belly. But again, coloration, pattern. I'm gonna guess this definitely has some Orange Dream. You're definitely seeing some of that really pretty coloration. Super clean like an Enchi too. Crazy pattern like a leopard. Man, I'm telling you, these, I might even take some time to hit up a few friends to get some second opinions because they have so much going on. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. Oh, here's another one. It's really fun and easy to find that yellow belly gene. When it expresses itself, it does a really good job. So this guy definitely has the yellow belly, as you can see on the sides. Again, you've got a really cool pattern that definitely, I think, is giving us leopard vibes. You've got a nice clean pattern too. Definitely could have some Enchi in there and or Orange Dream. These are so pretty. I think the last one we haven't looked at is this little guy in a tight ball. Let's see what you are showing us. You've got the same cool side pattern there, which is really cool. We've got some really cool blushing, some amazing pattern going on here. This is such a great combo. We've got so many really cool things in here. I can't believe I'm even saying it, but there might be a few in here that might be a holdback. Don't hold me to that, but it's gonna be hard to part with a few of these, especially, I'm gonna say, this one here and this one here, I think are definitely my favorites of the clutch. How about you guys? Why don't you tell me, which ones do you think are your favorite? I think these would be my keepers. Next up, that albino clown to albino clutch. Let's see what ended up hatching. I did lose one of the animals that didn't quite make it out of the egg, but it still left me with 3. Hey, Connie.
Yes.
Perfect timing. Come and see some of our new babies.
Oh my goodness. Look at these guys.
Yes, so we got 3 babies in here. Yes, they are fresh out of the egg.
Oh my God, I can tell. I can kind of like feel it.
Yep, they still probably have a little of that albumin on them.
Yeah.
But looking at the pattern, let's see, on yours and mine, I'm going to say these are both going to be just albinos.
Okay.
And they're Hetfer clown. So they're both albinos, Hetfer, albino clown, because that's what the dad was.
Yeah.
But we did hit on this one.
Whoa,
This one actually is an albino clown. You can tell the difference in the patterning.
They have the orange spots.
Yep, it has this kind of the striping and the orange spot down it.
Whoa, that's sick.
So that's pretty good that we hit the odds, because you just never know.
Good job,
But aren't they so cute?
They are adorable. Can I see this guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, welcome to the world, little dude. Wow.
So is that going to be your favorite?
Yes. I like him. I like him
Are
a
you going
lot.
to take him home?
Maybe. That's all I need is more pets.
Yes, that's what we all need, more pots.
Okay, cool. Thank you for showing me this.
Yeah. Nope, that's exciting. Now we
Yeah.
got more and more hatching,
It is.
pretty much almost
it's like
every
the most
day.
exciting thing about this job is like when things have babies.
All the new things.
Mhm.
Well, thanks for your help.
Yeah, no problem.
So these are actually pumpkin morph ball pythons that just hatched. This would happen to be just a pumpkin, and it's also a yellow belly, so a pumpkin yellow belly. And there's some strange things going on. Now we have a few eggs that we're gonna cut here in a little bit and see what's inside them, but some animals actually hatched out. This would just be a cinnamon. Now the dad was actually a cinnamon pumpkin animal. The mom was actually a fire yellow belly. Now this is what's really bizarre here, guys, is that I bred this pumpkin to a number of things, and they have never produced white snakes before. This has been happening to me a lot this year. These are actually black-eyed leucistics, and you can see there's even some paradoxing on them, these yellow blotches. Now that happens when it comes to the super fires, but maybe that pumpkin gene might be expressing a little bit there too. I'm not 100% sure. And then I hatched out 2 of these little pumpkins here. These are actually pumpkin fire yellow belly. Absolutely ridiculous. Look at how beautiful that is. That pumpkin gene actually adds a little orange to it, also reduces pattern a little bit, cleans things up. Absolutely incredible. Just in a little bit, we're gonna cut these last 4 eggs and see what's inside them.
All right, guys, time for clutch number 3, and I saved the best for last. This one here is actually a special clutch out of the pumpkin line that I did hold back that Brian was working. So this is a female super enchy pumpkin, and the male is the same. I'm really excited because that pumpkin gene is very interesting, and we've seen with the things we've bred it to, my favorite combo is with the cinnamon, and I've got a really good group that will be ready to breed this upcoming year. But it also does really cool things to the enchy gene. So the fact that this is super enchy pumpkin to super enchy pumpkin, these things could be out of this world. Anyways, you know what? I'm sick of waiting. Let's cut these eggs and see what the heck we have in here. Out of this clutch, 2, 4, 6 viable eggs. We have 1 that went bad. So let's just start with the easy top one, even though I probably should start with the harder one, but I'm just going easy. I'm gonna start with this one and see what this is. So I know what the parents look like, but what the possibility of having super enchy to super enchy. Okay, guys, and the pumpkin. Right now, all I'm seeing is white and some gorgeous dark eyes. I think I see some faint patterning here. Wow. All right. This is crazy. Is this going to be one of these things? I kind of hope not, because I'm not going to lie. These genes that cancel each other out and produce all white animals kind of drive me crazy. But all white with dark eyes, if you're going to have it, like, that's a really cool one. This one here is very cool. Like I said, I think I might see some faint patterning on here, which would be reminiscent of like a blizzard corn, if you guys are familiar with corns at all. So sometimes blizzard corns will be completely patternless. Sometimes they'll have a ghost or a faint kind of pattern. I think this is what this guy has. That's the first one. Now I gotta see, is the second one gonna be the same, or is it gonna be completely different? Are all of these gonna be the same? I don't know. But we're gonna find out real soon. Come on and see. Oh, I am seeing more white. Definitely more white, and the dark eyes. But it also looks like there might be some yellow. It's so hard to say. Will you turn a little bit so I can see your back? Guys, I don't know, this is crazy. This is not what I expected, but that's not a bad thing. All right, let's try number 3. Oh, okay. So we definitely don't have a white one here. This one is kind of cool. What we have here is definitely going to be an Enchi because of the pairings. So it has Enchi coloring. It has a wild pattern. It has a really cool, real stripy, pretty pattern, and it's very light. So I'm wondering if this one is more of the pumpkin Enchi in it. It's very cool. So all right, they're not all white. We do have some other options here too. Let's see what else we have. This is exciting. Kind of like Russian roulette. Just don't know what you're gonna get. And this is a clutch that was all together, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to cut. But okay, this is another one that looks similar to the one we just did. So it looks more Enchi, but light to where it probably also has the pumpkin in it. Whereas I think the super Enchi is also just a really clean animal too, so it seems to have that in it too. Wow, this is quite the mixed bag we have here. All right, let's take number 5. Let's see what we got in number 5 here. I have 0 guesses on what we're doing here. Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This one's definitely the coolest of them all. The patterning on this is insane. It is literally like little dots and little dashes on here. I don't even know what to say on this other than whatever this guy is, we're definitely keeping it. It is gorgeous and I am in love with whatever's going on in here. This is super cool. All right, one left. So what are the odds? Is it gonna be white or is it going to be patterned? Let's see. Last one. Okay, this is pretty crazy. This one is even more different. This one is definitely different. All right, I don't know what's going on here, guys. This gene mix is very cool. Definitely got like the tiger striping going on in here. This is definitely a super crazy clutch. And I think just like the other ones, we're gonna have to wait until they come all the way out to really diagnose what's going on here. But holy crap, who would have guessed? I've got 2 all white with super dark eyes. I've got 3 that are kind of Enchi stripy looking and 1 crazy dotty dashy looking thing. Man, this is really cool. I can't wait to show you once they're out of the eggs.
And like promised, I actually have a handful of eggs here. This one actually slit, and we can see if there's actually any of the pumpkin mutation in these animals. This gene is a newer gene. Matter of fact, I used to call it the new gene, and it is just really amazing. This one looks, again, very reduced. Now, this one actually is interesting because this looks like a pumpkin fire without the yellow belly, and you can kind of see the difference once you add that yellow belly, all that flaming, whereas this is just super clean and kind of interesting. A normal fire wouldn't be nearly as clean and would actually have a little bit less color to it, so that's amazing. We have been crushing it with these guys. 3 more eggs to go. I cannot wait to see what's inside. Hopefully there's going to be something really amazing, but I'm still baffled about those white snakes because out of all the animals I've ever bred with the pumpkin, I've never produced a leucistic before. That is just weird. This one, okay, this one looks interesting. This looks like a normal pumpkin without the fire and without the yellow belly, so this looks like just a normal pumpkin. And again, the way you can tell, the reduction of pattern, the super clean look, and the slightly more orangey look to it. And these guys are probably going to have a little bit of polymorphism, meaning that they're just going to look a little bit different. But that's a beautiful snake right there. Let's go ahead and cut the next one. Oh, look at this, another white snake. And look at all the paradoxing on this one. This one has tons and tons of pattern on it. Again, I think that pumpkin gene might be adding to it. I'm not 100% sure. But again, another black-eyed Lucy. Who would have thought that I'd be getting black-eyed Lucies from the pumpkin gene? Doesn't make any sense at all that it's in the black-eyed leucistic complex. Again, learning more and more about this pumpkin gene as we go. Every year is so exciting. Last egg. Let's see what's in this last egg here. Come on. We've had a lot of pumpkin animals, and it looks like, again, we crushed the eyes with what looks like a fire pumpkin. Doesn't look like there's a yellow belly in it. So out of all these eggs here, it looks like everyone except for 1 actually had the pumpkin gene in it. That is some good odds.
I know I just cut this clutch, but fast forward, guess what? They're out. You gotta love that, right? Oh my goodness. This clutch is so crazy. I don't even know what to think about it. I really, really don't. So remember, super Enchi pumpkin bred to the same. So you've got super Enchi and pumpkin. and the pumpkin too, which I'll have to go back and look and see if he's done that before in the genetic books, but this is what's so crazy in this. So number one, we start out with these two white animals. Why and where do these come from? I am not sure at all, because I can tell you, like, this isn't something that you get breeding super enchi to each other. So is it something that the pumpkin is doing with the super enchi, or is it something that pumpkin to pumpkin is doing because it was super enchi pumpkin bred to the same? But either way, we've got all white animals with dark eyes. Seems to look pretty patternless. We won't really know 100% till maybe they do their first shed, but we got two all white ones with dark eyes. Crazy. And then we've got a few other ones. So this guy stands out to me the most. Super reduced pattern. So this can happen with the super enchi for sure. And I know part of the pumpkin seems to do some reducing pattern too, but then we get a little bit of this orangey look on the side, and that is another trait that the pumpkin tends to do, and that's why Brian had called that to begin with. So this guy is gorgeous. I'm gonna say it has super enchi tendencies with probably pumpkin as well. Now we've got a couple others that are not quite as reduced, but definitely have the enchi kind of patterning. And again, you can kind of see that orange blushing like along the sides a little bit. That is definitely another sign. So we've got super enchi, which is super clean, very nice, very reducing again of the pattern and the bandings of the enchi thing. So it looks like I've got two of these that look very similar. And then I've got the one loner here that seems to be the most patterned, not quite as light as the others. The others seem a little bit more faded. This one seems a little bit darker. Definitely has some of that orange on there too. So this was a crazy clutch. So now part of me thinks I want to see what the sex of these white ones are, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe even breed it back to a normal to see what comes out of it, because otherwise how are you going to know what genes are in there unless we do that? Although I will tell you, they are starting to do those genetic tests too now. So that might be a fun thing that maybe we'll do too, is I could always do that, and that's the easy cheating way, right? How cool is that, that nowadays you can literally do that? I believe it's just sending off a piece of shed and they can do that and tell you what's in it. So maybe that's what I'll do, and that would be really interesting to find out exactly what genes are in these all white animals.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.